Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel, 23 Flavors of Stitching. My name is Kirsten and today is going to be a Stitch With Me video. I started One Nation by ByGone Stitches, and when I was mostly done with, well, not mostly done, but when I was getting pretty far with the stars part of the pattern, I was moving my Q-snap over and saw that I had started really far in, and so I decided to work the length of the pattern to see if I would have enough room left by the time I got to the end of the stripe. And so now I'm working back. I didn't measure where I was going to start, and here, I'll just show you. I started like 4 inches in, and usually I don't do that, so I still have about 3 inches left on the other side, which is lucky, but I got that far and needed to move the Q-snap because it was kind of at an angle. So now we have slowly made our way over to the end, and I will probably, once I have finished with my last length of thread that I have cut, I only have one more, then I will probably start working down this way, just so that I can make sure that I have enough room left lengthwise. So my overhead lamp is on. I might need to adjust it so that my head isn't in the way. But for now, I think it's okay. I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background. They are hanging out with me and making a lot of noise. Max. So, I have a new setup in my office craft room. So, that's why I don't really know how this setup is gonna work very well. For some reason, my free weekend and my 3-day weekend, I decided that I needed to change this room around, and so I'm still trying to figure out like filming setups and everything, and so we'll see what I decide. Especially with floss tube, I'll be recording one of those this week. Just need to let that hang a little bit. On my Instagram, I did a poll and asked if people would rather see my project during Stitch With Me's, or if they liked when it seems kind of more like you're stitching with a friend in the same room. So let me know which you prefer, and I can probably do both and just switch it up. And how often do you like Stitch With Me's? Because for a little while I was doing them every other week, so the weeks that you wouldn't get a floss tube update, I would post a Stitch With Me. And then I stopped doing that because of, school and scheduling, and then I don't have school anymore, so I might have to record a Stitch With Me and then post it later. Oh my goodness, hold on. Okay, sorry. Max was breathing really loud, and he's about to do it again. Sorry. Anyway, so let me know which setup you guys prefer, or if you don't care, just, let me know that too. And how often you like to see them, because I can definitely make it more of a routine, I guess, and just make sure to film while I stitch at least one night a week, and then post it either that day or a couple days later or whatever. I'm trying to get used to my new schedule, so if part of that is adding filming Stitch With Me's into it, then we can definitely make that happen. Today's Stitch With Me won't be too long. I'm not sure. My husband is on his way home. I'm not sure when he's gonna get home. And it's also almost 10:30 at night, and I need to get ready. I like to pick out what I'm gonna wear the night before. So I have to get ready, or not get ready, but I have to get things ready for work tomorrow. So we will see about that. So I work as a compliance specialist for an essential oil company. And basically what I do is I make sure that people that are signed up with our company don't say things that they aren't supposed to. So, we are not FDA approved, so people can't say that oils help with cold and flu season. There's certain things that they can and can't say. So I just make sure that people don't say that. Say things like that. There's certain hot words is what we call them, of things that can't be said. Anyway, so that's what I do. I look for claims during the day, and I was looking at some these last couple weeks that were for the company's Canadian market, and this week my whole team goes back to searching for US market things. I think we also still look for Canada things, but yeah, anyway, the US market has a whole different set of rules than other markets, just because of different laws here and everything. Anyway, I'm really enjoying it so far. My team is really cool. Overall, I like the environment. I had stopped using essential oils a little bit. Like, I didn't use them as often as I was before. And now that I'm working for this company, I've started using them again, because I'm able to get oils. Anyway, it has been kind of nice because this is not working. It's been kind of nice because I have incorporated some of the oils into my nighttime routine. And I used to not have a nighttime routine because I was kind of like, whatever, every day looks a little different. And now that I'm working full time, every day kind of looks the same. And I come home and I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed. But anyway, so I've started running my diffuser for at least 30 minutes before I am trying to go to bed. And then the room kind of smells like the oils, and it has a relaxing aroma and everything, and that has been really nice, and I think it's actually really been helping me fall asleep. If you've been around for a minute, then you know that I have a hard time falling asleep, or I have in the past, and I don't think that essential oils are like a cure-all, or that they should be used over modern medicine in a way. But I do think that putting sleeping aids in my body every night was not a fantastic way to fall asleep, and I've been able to fall asleep just with having a relaxing aroma and making sure that I'm staying off of my phone, and making sure that I have a more of a set routine at night, and so it's been really nice. So if you also have trouble sleeping, I would recommend it. And even though I am searching for claims, and it's just really the hot words, and we just want to make sure that the hot words either get changed to something more compliant, so that we don't get in trouble as a company. While I've been searching for claims, I've come upon some really cool diffuser recipes and like things that I never would have thought to put together. And I've come across some really cool roller bottle recipes for things like teething babies and you know, different things like that. And while I've been doing my job, a lot of people start using the oils, or I'm sorry if you can hear that car alarm, or they start being interested in them when they have kids, or when their kids start struggling with certain things. And so it's really interesting to see, because I'm having to like sometimes when I search for hot words, posts from like 5 years ago come up. Anyway, so it's been interesting to see how people get started, I guess. And it's kind of made me start thinking, because I have used oils in the past, not super religiously, like I didn't use them for every single thing that ever happened. Like if I got sick, I would still use NyQuil and Dayquil, or you know, if I have a headache, then I usually will take Advil or Tylenol. My family always had AC&C from Canada in our medicine cabinet. That is acetaminophen and codeine. And so, you know, I got used to using that stuff. If I was sore from playing volleyball, I would take an Advil. even today, even though I've started using the oils again more regularly, I had a headache and I took some Advil and it made me feel better. But I also know that if I were to use say peppermint for when I had some head tension, you know, I have used peppermint in the past before and it's helped, but I think that it works for me when I use them in tandem with modern medicine. And you know, my first option you know, I'm not just gonna say that modern medicine is bad and it shouldn't be used and people only need to use natural things. But I do think, you know, for some things, and this got really tangled, for some things, why not give the oils a chance? I think modern medicine is amazing. I think we've come really far with it. I think there's a reason for that. Also, life expectancy has drastically improved with modern medicine. And so, anyway, I feel like a lot of people who don't use oils judge the people who do, and I feel like the people who do use oils judge the people who don't, and it's kind of funny to me. Because I think there's merit to both sides. But I really like diffusing oils because I like the smell. There's one diffuser recipe that I really like that is lime, spearmint, and oh crap, what is it? I know it's called the Mojito Chill. And I think it has spearmint and peppermint in it. I could be totally wrong. I should know it because I used to diffuse it all the time. And then I stopped. Another thing that I used to do all the time is I would put some drops of orange on a cotton ball or on 2 cotton balls and then put them at the bottom of my trash bag whenever I would replace the trash bag. That always smelled good. Who knew I was going to talk about essential oils? So my husband and I went away to Park City for the weekend, last weekend. So we went away the 20th to the 22nd. And it was my first week back at work. And I had gotten a new diffuser from where I work. And it's a portable diffuser, which is really cool. Because it doesn't have to be plugged into the wall. Like it does to charge, but then you can remove it. Anyway, and I brought it with us because I had gotten used to having the diffuser while we were sleeping, and I asked my husband, and I said, did you know that I was, or like, I can't remember how I phrased it, but I was like, who would have thought that I would have gotten like all oily again? And my husband said that he knew it was gonna happen, and that if he could have bet on it, he would have. And I think it's funny. I mean, it's definitely part of the business model, I guess. You know, have your employees use your product. Anyway. But I just thought it was funny that my husband was like, oh, I totally knew. Because I probably could have, guessed it myself. Because I was already looking at products when I got hired with things that I wanted to try. And they're just, anyway, I probably could have guessed it too, but I just thought it was funny that he said that. Also, if you heard that pop, that was my shoulder. Anyway, I should really look up what that diffuser recipe is. Let's see. Tomorrow I get my first paycheck since I've been working again, which is gonna be great. I'm super excited. wonder where that's from. Okay. Just gonna finish this cross and then end the thread. Sorry, this is not like the best view, but I figure most people don't actually watch these, right? Oh, hey, that was my last length of the red, so I'll probably grab a white and go down the side. I don't think I talked about what I am stitching this pattern on and what threads I'm using. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would have seen my start post when I, said that I had a new start. So I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida. So it's going to be fairly big. So here's the one side. There's the other side. It's going to be fairly big, this whole piece of fabric. I am stitching it on 18 count using, 18 count coffee tea dyed that I did myself. I watched Priscilla and Chelsea's tutorial on their channel from way back when. I wasn't 100% sold on the fabric, and then and I was like, ooh, I wonder if I were to, like, obviously I know that what was I saying? Like, since I was the one who coffee tea dyed it, I knew that if I put it in water that it would, like, that some of it would come out. My problem was that I didn't really like how it looked, and the wrinkles from baking it weren't really coming out. This was terrible. Anyway, so I put it in the bathtub for a little bit, like literally just to get it wet. I didn't want it saturated or anything like that. And then I took it and then I just put it in my dryer. And then I went to check on it after it had been through, I think it was 30 minutes or 20 minutes in the dryer. and the color was perfect. There wasn't a whole ton of modeling. Like, it really just ended up turning out to be what I was originally hoping for, and some of it did come out, but for the most part, it just made it more even, and so I am really happy with it. And I have a couple other pieces that I did at the same time that I'll probably do the same thing to when it comes time to stitch on them. I seriously, up until, you know, the day before I was going to start this piece, I was still debating what fabric to use, so I'm glad that I was able to figure it out just by putting this in some water and then putting it through a 20-minute or 30-minute cycle. I honestly can't remember how long it was. Anyway, the floss that I am using, they didn't have the called for when I went to my LNS almost a year ago to kit this up. So I just looked at how many skeins were needed of each kind, and then or of each color, and then I picked ones that I liked together. So my blue is Classic Colorworks Wavy Navy. As you can see, I've already almost gone through one skein. My red is Classic Colorworks Cherry Cobbler. I've only taken the one strand out of this, but I changed it so that I didn't snip the ends since they already come in the right length. So I just took them off of the card and put them on myself. I probably should just cut those, but it's fine. And then my white is Weeks Dye Works Whitewash. I feel like with this light it kind of is blowing it out, but it's white with a little bit of yellow, like a very pale yellow. So that's what I'm using, and I am really enjoying it so far. That might be my husband. It is my husband. Yay! Okay, so this is 33 minutes long, and I'm not sure how long my other segment is that I recorded before this, but I have not seen my husband in a few days, so I am going to end this off here and go say hi to him. And I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but sometime this week. So I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.